The Duke of York is unlikely to regain a prominent role within the firm after Charles' accession to the throne, according to royal correspondent and author Valentine Low. Asked whether he believes Prince Andrew is destined to remain a non-working member of the firm far from the spotlight now that the reign of King Charles III has begun, the expert told Express.co.uk, "No doubt about it. There is no way he is going to get any rehabilitation whatsoever with Charles as king." The author of the newly released book Courtiers, The Hidden Power Behind the Crown went on claiming, Charles, whichever love or feelings he has for his brother, thinks he is too damaging for the royal family and there is no reason to think that would change. Prince Andrew stepped back from public duties and royal engagements in November 2019, after being hit by huge backlash following his interview with Ms. Maitlis entirely focused on his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and the allegations made against him by Virginia Giuffre, with regard to which the Duke has always firmly denied any wrongdoing. In January this year, he returned his military and royal patronages to his mother Queen Elizabeth II, a move followed by a Buckingham Palace statement saying the Duke would continue not to undertake official engagements. Royal sources also added at the time the royal would continue not to use His Royal Highness, HRH, styling in an official capacity. Prince Andrew is unlikely to get any rehabilitation during the reign of Charles, an author said. Image, Getty. Prince Andrew stepped back from public duties in November 2019. Image, Getty. Over the past few years, Andrew has been seen in public only a handful of times, normally at events linked to his parents. In March, he stepped out of his home in Windsor, the Royal Lodge, to attend the service of Thanksgiving for the late Prince Philip, who had died almost 12 months prior. While his presence at the poignant service was expected, the fact that the Duke walked the Queen through Westminster Abbey's nave and took a seat in the front row sparked furore among some commentators and members of the public. 3 months later, during the celebratory weekend dedicated to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, Andrew was meant to keep a low profile and only attend events open to non-working royals. Read more. Prince Harry back to speak out in memoir. Prince Andrew accompanied the Queen to Westminster Abbey in March. Image, Getty. Prince Andrew joined his siblings for a vigil during the Queen's lying in state in September. Image, Getty. He ended up being absent entirely after testing positive for coronavirus. Following the death of Elizabeth II last month, the Duke attended events linked to the funeral, including the processions and the vigil held for the late sovereign by her children at Westminster Hall. During this 15-minute-long tribute, Andrew, who had served as a pilot during the Falklands War, was given the go-ahead by the King to wear his military uniform despite no longer holding honorary military titles nor being on active duty. Mr. Low noted in his book Courtiers how some members of the royal family prefer to communicate with their relatives through aides rather than deal with thorny problems face-to-face. Don't miss Sarah Ferguson dismissed daughters Beatrice and Eugenie signals, report royal expert details reason Prince Harry will never return to UK, expert Prince Harry not pleased with Meghan's clingy behaviour, analyzes, Prince Andrew's timeline. Image, Express. Valentine Low's book, Courtiers, was released on October 6. Image, headline. On the other hand, Prince Andrew showed no issues going straight to his mother if he wanted to discuss a project but felt royal advisors were not supporting him, the author claimed. Speaking further about the Duke of York's relationship with the late monarch, Mr. Low said, if he wasn't getting his way, he'd go straight to her. Courtiers: The Hidden Power Behind the Crown by Valentine Low was published on October 6 by headline,